EABL participated in the best company to work for on 2 counts. First was to get insights in terms of what our employees felt around certain elements of employment. And the second piece was to give us some analytics on how that was an issue or not. The biggest benefit we got out of that was employer branding. Internally, people started feeling like, this is a great place to be in. Externally, in terms of talent, it's around, I want to be there. And the second piece was just benchmarking and just looking at what are they good at and why are they so good at it and how can we be better, if not the best in the region. In the region, I think it is always important to keep on establishing how you're faring on and not just act in isolation and think you are the best in town. And for us, that is hugely important because it drives our talent agenda and our overall business performance. To companies out there, one of the things that you can benefit from is first just benchmark yourself. And I'll be asking you to say, what is your HR strategy based on? You have your business priorities, but how much of the employee input is in there? Even if you have your own internal surveys, it would be good to have a regional kind of country survey where you can start benchmarking yourself against certain other best employers. And the reason you do that is again around talent proposition. Last time I checked, the war for talent was over and talent won the war. So if you're not comparing yourself with other potential employers, then woe unto you.
We provide software solutions to the emerging countries. We provide solutions into the banking space, microfinance space, and the mobile payment space. We believe, I think for us, the human resource are the most critical component of our business because we do software development, and software development revolves around people delivering values to the company. And we always want to be one of the best companies to work for because we want to keep the best talent available in the market. So when we saw this opportunity to rate ourselves among the other Kenyan companies, we felt it's a good opportunity for us to figure out whether we are really the best company or maybe we need to improve something. So when the Deloitte came in with a very calculated metrics on how a best company to work for should perform, we learned a lot from the metrics that they gave us. But I think my belief is that everyone should participate. As more companies would participate, some of the hidden companies which perhaps with the best companies, they need to also come out in the market and prove themselves that they can really deliver.
This is a women's bank. Serves women across the country. We are spread across Kenya, and actually we are in 45 of the 47 counties of this country. The reason why we decided to participate in the best company to work for is because we needed to understand what the employees think about the company. Because any good institution needs to look at its most important assets. And the most important asset for any organization, it's human resource. And because we are a labor-intensive organization where we have to relate with the customers, we have to deal with the general public, we need at any one single time to know what are the employees thinking. I think the very key benefits we got is, of course, is to try and to do a self-evaluation, understand ourselves better, and understand where we are coming from and where we are going. I think for the companies that have never dealt with this, I would say, please get in it. Don't be afraid. Sometimes it's very difficult to have your employees appraising you. And we always want to appraise our employees and decide on their salary increase. But times it's good for you to listen to them.
Chase Bank is a unique organization, and we have a very unique culture. We interact at levels of friendship and not levels of hierarchy and titles. We normally conduct staff engagement surveys, and so we wanted to validate our staff engagement levels through an independent party, and of course we were going to achieve this through best company to work for. Then over and above that, again, we needed to also give our staff a voice through an independent party. And the survey by Deloitte is good enough because then staff will be open enough to actually state how they feel about the organization. One of the biggest benefits is really being able to benchmark against industry. You know, the banking industry is very, very competitive when it comes to talent management, and it gave us an opportunity to be able to measure where we are vis-a-vis the other banks in the industry.
The main reason why we have participated in this survey is we have a very comprehensive 5-year strategic plan, and one of the key pillars of that strategic plan is to be an employer of choice. What we needed is a tool that would help us to measure the success towards the achievement of that goal. And the best company to work for survey is exactly that tool. We have been able to identify exactly the areas that we need to improve in as far as the HR agenda is concerned. And these views have come from employees themselves. And that is very important to us, the fact that those views have come from employees. I would strongly recommend any company that has not yet considered participating in the Best Company to Work For survey by Deloitte to consider doing so. Participating in a survey helps you to identify areas that you are not doing very well. And therefore, it's very important to continuously participate in a survey of this kind, which actually gets ideas and feedback from your employees.
The Best Companies to Work For survey is the preeminent survey that tries to identify and to celebrate the best employers as seen by their most important stakeholder, who is the employee. One of the issues that I have seen in the past is that in this part of the world, we have not been collecting enough data to make meaningful analysis on the human capital trends. So this is one of the surveys that is going to help the country and the region going forward to have data that can be used to localize some of the challenges that we have in managing our talent. What we've seen in the past is that in terms of how the employer looks at some of the options that they have used money. But I always say that money is a good thing to give to your employees, but it enables you to play in the field. You have to give people good money, but it does not enable you to win the war on talent. If you keep your employee engaged and happy to come to work, they'll produce more. So a happy employee is a happy producer. In the past, we have restricted this to just a few companies because the first year we ran a pilot. The second year we expanded to a few companies. But now we have opened the survey to any company that would want to measure the effectiveness of the strategies they have with regard to employees' engagement and performance. The Best Company to Work For survey will open on July 5th, 2015. Then it will close on August 14th, 2015. Then after that, we shall have a big ceremony where we'll be awarding the best companies to work for, getting the awards, and we'll be celebrating, like I said, on 5th of November, 2015. We hope all of you will be there to celebrate with us.